emitting a bone-chilling creak. Its once angelic features twisted into a monstrous grimace, exuding an aura of pure maleficence. It lunged toward Alex, its movements unnaturally swift and fluid, driven by an unholy force. Fear clawed at Alex's heart, but he stood resolute, determined to face the horror he had unleashed. He fought back with every ounce of strength, wielding a makeshift weapon in a desperate bid for survival. Yet, the doll proved relentless, its attacks growing increasingly savage and merciless, rending Alex's flesh and filling the room with his agonized screams. Crimson stained the floor, a morbid tapestry of violence and despair. The room swirled in a chaotic maelstrom, as if the very fabric of existence unraveled, revealing a plane of unspeakable nightmares. In a final act of desperation, Alex made a fatal misstep, sealing his tragic fate. Seizing the opportunity, the doll's jagged claws tore through the air with malevolent precision, finding their mark. With a blood-curdling scream, Alex collapsed to the ground, his life force ebbing away. As his vision dimmed and darkness swallowed him whole, Alex came face to face with the ghastly reality of his own demise. He had become a hapless pawn in the doll's sadistic game, just another casualty of its insatiable thirst for human suffering. His obsession had led him down a path of annihilation, and now, in his final moments, he comprehended the true cost of his insatiable curiosity. Silence engulfed the room, an eerie stillness settling upon the aftermath of destruction. The doll, its malevolence momentarily appeased, stood amidst the ruins like a twisted sentinel. Its presence lingered, a foreboding specter that whispered of the lingering darkness, biding its time to ensnare another unsuspecting soul. And as the night stretched onward, the doll's grim smile seemed to stretch impossibly wider, exuding a perverse satisfaction in the wake of the unspeakable horrors it had unleashed. Days turned into weeks, and the house became a place of perpetual dread. The haunting presence of the doll permeated every corner, its influence extending beyond the confines of Alex's bedroom. Shadows danced with malicious intent, and whispers of torment echoed through the halls, driving the family to the brink of madness. Nightmares plagued their sleep, twisted visions of unimaginable horrors that left them trembling and gasping for air. No amount of prayers or rituals could dispel the malevolent force that had taken hold of their lives. Each night, they huddled together, seeking solace in their shared terror, knowing that the dawn brought only temporary respite. The doll's influence extended beyond the confines of their home as well. Friends and neighbors fell victim to inexplicable accidents and unexplained disappearances. Rumors of a cursed doll spread like wildfire, but the true extent of the horror remained hidden, known only to those unfortunate enough to have crossed paths with the malevolent entity. Desperation drove the family to seek help from paranormal experts, grasping at any sliver of hope remained. Mediums and exorcists were summoned, their chants and incantations filling the air with a desperate plea for deliverance. But the doll resisted their efforts, its grip on their lives unyielding. As the family's despair grew, so did the doll's insidious power. It seemed to revel in their suffering, feeding off their fear and pain. Its once porcelain skin cracked and decayed, mirroring the anguish it inflicted upon its victims. Its haunting eyes glowed with an unholy fire, a chilling reminder of the darkness that consumed their lives. One fateful night, the family made a last-ditch effort to sever the ties that bound them to the cursed doll. In the dimly lit room, they encircled the doll, their trembling hands clutching their makeshift weapons, their voices trembling with a mixture of fear and defiance. With each word, they hoped to banish the malevolence that had taken root within their lives. But as their pleas reached a crescendo, an otherworldly force surged forth, shattering the fragile sanctuary they had created. The doll's grotesque features contorted, its limbs writhing with a supernatural energy. It let out a blood-curdling shriek, a sound that echoed with the torment of countless souls. The battle that ensued was a whirlwind of chaos and despair. The family fought with every ounce of strength they possessed, their love for one another fueling their determination. Yet, the doll fought back with a vengeful fury, its attacks calculated and merciless. In the end, the family's efforts proved futile. One by one, they succumbed to the doll's relentless assault, their bodies broken and lifeless. Their cries for salvation were swallowed by the darkness, unheard and unanswered. Finally, as the last breath left the room, a haunting silence descended. The doll stood amidst the carnage, the sole survivor of the tragedy it had orchestrated. It surveyed the lifeless bodies with a perverse satisfaction, relishing in the devastation it had wrought. The forest greeted them with an eerie stillness as they ventured deeper into its enigmatic embrace. The familiar path led them to the dilapidated cabin, standing as a haunting reminder of their past encounter with the malevolent doll. With hearts pounding, they cautiously stepped inside, their eyes scanning the room for any trace of a clue. Amidst the debris, they discovered a hidden compartment beneath a rickety floorboard. Inside, a collection of aged parchments revealed an ancient rite, a ritual rumored to hold the key to breaking the doll's curse. Excitement mingled with apprehension as they pored over the delicate script, deciphering the cryptic instructions. The ritual required a combination of rare herbs, sacred symbols, and a deep connection to the purest form of love. Determined to save themselves and others from the doll's wrath, the friends embarked on a perilous quest to gather the necessary components. Through dense thickets and treacherous terrain, they navigated the forest, guided by their unwavering trust in one another. They braved the darkest corners, facing their deepest fears head-on. Each step brought them closer to their goal, their resolve unyielding. At the heart of the forest, they discovered a hidden grove, pulsating with an ethereal energy. Within its mystical embrace stood a sacred crystal, said to possess the power to sever the doll's connection to the darkness. As they approached, the crystal resonated with a gentle hum, acknowledging their noble quest. With reverence, they carefully retrieved the crystal and returned to the cabin, where they prepared for the intricate ritual, creating a sacred space within the cabin's walls. They arranged the herbs and symbols, their hands trembling with anticipation. The crystal, infused with their shared determination, took its place as the centerpiece. In unison, they recited the ancient incantation, their voices intertwining with a harmonious resonance. The air around them shimmered with an otherworldly glow, and a surge of energy pulsed through the room. The doll, sensing its imminent defeat, fought back with a desperate malevolence, unleashing a torrent of dark energy. Yet, the friends remained steadfast, drawing strength from their unity and the memory of their lost companion. Their belief in the power of love and their unwavering resolve served as a shield against the doll's onslaught. As the crescendo of the ritual reached its peak, the crystal emanated a blinding radiance, engulfing the doll in a brilliant cascade of light. The malevolent entity shrieked in agony, its form contorting and dissipating into oblivion. Finally, peace settled upon the cabin, and the doll's curse was broken. Exhausted but elated, the friends embraced one another, their spirits lightened by the weight that had been lifted. They knew that their journey had not only freed themselves, but had also safeguarded others from the doll's reign of terror. Leaving the cabin behind, they emerged from the forest, forever changed by their harrowing experience. Their bond, forged through adversity, would endure as a testament to their strength and resilience. They carried with them the lessons learned and the newfound appreciation for the power of love and unity. As they walked away from the forest, basking in the sunlight of newfound freedom, they noticed a faint plume of smoke rising in the distance. Curiosity piqued, they followed the trail, leading them to a charred clearing where a once majestic tree now stood as a smoldering skeleton. To their astonishment, they saw another doll hanging from a tree branch, its features twisted in a sinister grin. It was as if the doll sought revenge, an embodiment of the curse they thought they had vanquished. The friends felt a chill run down their spines, realizing that their battle was not yet over. With determined gazes locked, they understood that the fight against darkness was an ongoing struggle. They vowed to remain vigilant, to protect themselves and others from the malevolent forces that sought to harm them. As they continued their journey, the friends carried the weight of their past experiences, strengthened by the knowledge that they had faced darkness and emerged victorious once before. With hearts filled with resilience and a newfound sense of purpose, they walked into the future, ready to confront any challenges that may come their way.